Hey, everybody. We are in front of the mic with the Beyond the Books podcast brought to you by accountingdepartment.com. I'm your host, Kevin Dry. And today we have two very special guests with us, Lisa and Sarah from ADC's Human Resources Department. Lisa and Sarah, hey, how are you doing today?
Hey,
Hey,
Kevin.
so far so
Hey,
good.
all
Doing
right.
good.
Thanks for coming on to the Beyond the Books podcast. You're probably wondering why are we dressed like this? This isn't business attire. So anyway, we are here to talk all things Christmas. So hello and ho 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 to everybody. We're going to talk about ADC's annual Secret Santa today, which Lisa and Sarah do such a great job putting on every year. And so we're just gonna go ahead and jump into it. Typically, we start these things off with like a tell us about yourself. I think everybody here has met Sarah before from the fantasy football episode, but Lisa's a new friend, so everybody gets to meet Lisa now too. But tell us a little bit about both of you, what your role is here at ADC, just anything you'd like to share.
I'll
I'll let Lisa
go.
go since I've already introduced myself.
So I am the HR director here at accountingdepartment.com. I've been at the company for 11 years, and I was the first HR professional to join accountingdepartment.com. So that's been pretty cool. And I say it all the time that when I first started here, there was 42 employees, and now we're at 185. And so it's been so cool to just watch the growth and over all the years and everything. So a little bit about
Love it.
me.
Yep. And I'm Sarah again, the HR generalist with ADC. I just celebrated my seventh anniversary this week. It's crazy. I feel like I've been here longer, and I also feel like I just got here. But I love every minute of it. So excited to talk about Secret Santa for sure. It's one of my favorites.
Love it.
Me
Yeah.
too.
And it's no secret. We do things big here. So the only thing secret is that you don't know who's getting your gift yet. So anyway, we'll just get started with I have a question for Lisa. So when and how did the Secret Santa come about here at ADC?
So we started the Secret Santa gift exchange back in 2015, which I can't even believe that we are going into our ninth year of doing this. So that's really exciting. For the how, let me just start off by saying that at accountingdepartment.com, we are super encouraging to staff of bringing new ideas to the table. And so with the Secret Santa idea, I was in the middle of having just a check-in call with one of our team members and catching up. And as we were wrapping up the call, she was like, "Hey, I think we should do a gift exchange for the holidays." And I immediately thought that that was just such a brilliant idea and just ran with it. So of course, when she said it right away, my wheels just started turning and I was just like, how are we going to do this virtually? Right. Because anytime I've been part of any kind of Secret Santa exchange, it's always been in person. But this is where in a virtual company you just have to be creative and you just have to learn to think outside of the box on how you can do things that are traditionally done in person and turn them into a virtual type of thing. So I had to figure out the logistics behind it and how to make it all work with like shipping dates and what do we do in lost packages and all that stuff and making sure that everybody's there and what happens if somebody doesn't show, how does that ruin the whole pattern of everything. So but everything fell into place seamlessly that first year and it's been a success ever since.
Awesome. Yeah, a true staple of ADC. And we're virtual, but I think we do a great job of everybody interacting. And one of the best parts about that in an office or not in and a lot of companies not in an office probably should take note. Like this is a great way to still have some sort of a Christmas or holiday celebration where you exchange those gifts and just show that appreciation to one another. And I think it's really cool. And a lot of work goes into it too with coordinating that many people. How many people do we usually have sign up? I guess most recently.
Last year we had 49 people. So a
That's a
pretty
big
big
one.
number. Yeah, it's great. They're still flowing in this year, so I don't know where we're gonna end up. But um over the years since so again, I've been here 7 years and I started in November, so it was pretty soon that the first one occurred. And I think 2 years ago, maybe three, we had to make it 2 groups because we got so big, so that we can keep it under an hour call and things. So it'll probably be the same thing this year with 2 different groups of people, hopefully around that 50, maybe more number. But the easiest thing ever is Elfster. And thank goodness for Lisa finding it to start off the very first time, because it does seamlessly make it easy to have a virtual one. Even if you were doing it in person, you could still use the exact same program and everyone could be able to fill out their information so easily. And having it for us, it helps out so much easier because the addresses, you put them in there. So basically, the way Elfster works is once I get everyone that wants to participate in there, I go through and play logistics and figure out what the maximum number of people can be. And we give them like, I can't, this date won't work for me. I have, calls or whatever that might be. And we'll put together 1 or 2 days. And so trying to fit them into so everyone can participate, because it's not fun when you go shopping and you do all these things and stuff, and then you can't make it to the call to have, the person open the gift in front of you. So first we do that, and then we put everyone into Elfster creating the programs, and they have to like go in and accept it or whatever, and then you hit draw and it draws for you. It draws all the names and sends everyone an email for who they have to shop for that year. And then we give them a deadline, like Lisa was saying, for shipping dates, because if you don't do it early, then you're like rushing to be like, oh my gosh, where is someone going to end up with no gift and things? And I will say, like, one year I literally went on Amazon from the person's list and bought something for them because their Secret Santa gift wasn't going to be there yet, and I didn't want them to not open anything. But that's a great thing about Elfster. You can create a wish list. So the great thing is people can either create wish lists straight from Elfster. So if somebody's not like a creative buyer, or they don't want that, they can just go in and pick something from Amazon. It ships directly to the person. And then we also do Secret Santa surveys. So we have those available, and people can go to them and find out if they want to be creative and, try to actually buy and then ship to someone. Either way. So something for everyone, every different type of way of doing it. And we always get it out before, those Black Friday sales, although they come earlier and earlier now. So it's not really the same, but we typically try to get it out. Like I said, their signups are rolling through today, and then we'll start next week sending out who you're going to be buying from or for, I mean.
And we've learned over time that we have to, we tell everybody, make sure you put on the 2 do not open from Santa.
Yeah.
Because we're, especially around the Black Friday time, everybody's like buying things and whatnot, especially from Amazon, and you get an Amazon package and then you open it and you're like, oh, I wasn't supposed to open it. So everybody has to put in the do not open from Santa.
Or you can do it in the, like we tell people, put it in the second line of the address. So it'll be like your address and then Secret Santa and then different things. So whatever works best. But yeah, we've learned that over the years. That's definitely one way to not get it opened yet. And then we've learned also that we have to make them halfway open it before the call. So like we tell everyone, make sure you cut it open, but don't peek inside, so that it doesn't take hours on the call sitting there waiting for someone to cut through and open up like 5 different packages to get to one thing. And then everyone on our call, like everyone, like we're doing today, dresses up in their fun festive wear, usually find some cool backgrounds like this, awesome bangles, and goes from there. And it's a lot of fun.
We've tried the Christmas music, but it never worked out.
Yeah, you
still haven't figured the Christmas music
people
thing. Yeah.
So
hard to coordinate. Yeah, that's but yeah, I mean, it seems like Elfster has everything we need. So
it's a wonderful product, and funny enough, we've been using it for 9 years, and now they're actually an ADC client. So
so
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love how sometimes these partnerships start out as, okay, let's use this tool, and then it's like, okay, let's become real friends. Like, let's start that business relationship. And so we're very thankful for Elfster bringing us some holiday cheer, and just making, the hard part, the behind the scenes part of Secret Santa so seamless. So thank you, shout out to Elfster. Thank you so much for what you guys do. And so I guess, so we enjoy doing this. I guess what are y'all's favorite things about what's your favorite thing about doing Secret Santa? If there's like one thing that you had to pinpoint.
Well, I guess for the people who participate, including myself, it's a favorite ADC event of the year, and it's fun to see how much people look forward to it. For the most part, everyone loves celebrating the holiday season and the joy that comes with it. And we have a great participation rate with this event. Even as we grow, like as the time has gone by, each year we just continue to get about 30% of our staff joining in these festivities. So I think it's pretty awesome. And it's just a fun way to get everybody together and, from across the states and enjoying some fun and just lighthearted time together. And every time we end up, doing running those events, our Zoom messages are just going, "Thank you so much, Lisa and Sarah. You guys are awesome. This was so much fun. I can't wait till next year." And it's really awesome just to kind of get that feedback and just see how much everybody's enjoying it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely my favorite thing is the actual Secret Santa call, just sitting on it and like watching everyone get random different gifts and then getting ideas. That's probably one of my favorite things is like you see these things that people want that they end up getting on these calls and you're like, "Oh my gosh, now I want one of those for Christmas." And then you have a whole list for your family when you go back.
Yeah.
But it's
Spreads.
just like seeing everyone in a not work related sitting there and just enjoying and chit chatting and seeing people. And because it is random, you don't necessarily have just the teams on the call. It's, across all teams, across all division,
Yeah.
like all the different jobs and everything. So it's just a lot of fun just to see the interaction of our staff in that way.
Yeah, and I love it for the culture too. I think it's, like you guys had already alluded to, it's one of those things that just adds to our culture, adds to that family first feel. And, family is more than just your immediate family. You have your work family. You have, because I do think we have a great sense of community here where we all care about each other and look after each other and want the best for each other. And great to I don't know, as a better gift giver than I don't know, I can never think of anything that I want. So if someone's like, make a list, I'm like, hey, just let me have a good day. Like that's that's it. But seeing that look of like, oh, I wanted this and I didn't even know I wanted it. Like that's the best feeling, is seeing someone open that gift, I think. Um so I mean, yeah, I guess so as far as like it goes for the culture and everything, I think it just aligns with our culture. And so that's why I think it's so important for us to, continue this and see it grow. And hopefully we have it in, even I know creates more work for everyone, but maybe we have even 4 sessions one year or something if we
Yeah,
just keep
That
growing.
that's
those are
the goal.
goals.
That
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
be great. The more the merrier. That's the fun part about it is, and again, it is work, but also there's a lot of not work because of
Yeah.
Elfster. And you can actually, even in Elfster, you can put your gift was shipped and you can put the tracking in there. So they don't always have to come to me or Lisa to be like, "Hey, I haven't gotten my, gift yet," or anything. And yes, we do have to play where is the gift sometimes, but for the most part, Elfster makes it so easy and seamless to once you put it in there, kind of be hands off until it happens again.
Oh,
Yeah.
another feature that's very cool with Elfster is that, like, let's say, Kevin, you were my Secret Santa, and I wanted to order something for you, but I wasn't sure if there was a choice of blue or red. Like, I could message you through Elfster, and I could say, if you had a choice of blue or red, which would you like?
Ah,
And you wouldn't know it's coming from me, totally
nice.
anonymous, but you'd answer it. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
That's
great.
nice. Very cool. Yeah, because you want people to, get something that they're gonna like.
Yes.
Sometimes you are taking that guess, and it helps
Yeah.
to have a little bit of assistance there with like, hey, this is Santa messaging you, not, not Lisa, not Kevin, not Sarah. So yeah, I guess last thing I wanted to kind of go over is just the good stuff. What are some of the best gifts that you've received or seen from ADC's Secret Santa? Anything just stand out over everything else?
Well, for me, one year I got homemade soaps that one of our employees, like they just made their own soaps and they put their own fragrances in it. I think the one that I had gotten had lavender in it. So like literally like while you're using it, lavender pieces were coming out of it. It is so cool. And it's my favorite, and it ended up being my favorite scent. And I'm not sure if we had the survey at that time where she knew that or if it just kind of happened. I can't remember because this was sort of years ago, but I absolutely loved it. And I think these like, I'm a fan of like the homemade gifts and things like that. And so that's one that kind of stands out for me. But something that's pretty interesting that has happened every year without fail during the Secret Santa gift exchange is that every year there's a common gift. And so the first year that we did it, everybody was getting these essential oil diffusers. And that's when like again, I'm dating back to 9 years ago when essential oils were like the hot commodity and everybody was talking about using essential oils and things like that. And so everybody got essential oil diffusers. And then another year, everybody was getting fruit diffuser water pitchers. Say that a few times. But yeah, fruit diffuser water pitchers. And like several people were opening them up. And it just so happened to be like they were just items. Another year is socks, and then another year seems to be candles, but there ends up being like this pattern. And I always find it fun and everybody kind of gets a kick out of it. The other thing that is pretty funny during the gift exchange is Bill Gerber, our co-founder, he participates in the Secret Santa, and what he does is he ends up buying. And I'm probably like I shouldn't be sharing it, but
I
I'm
know.
going to
I was
share it
like,
because
you're
it's
gonna
really
totally
fun.
tell, and then everyone's gonna have this really long list this year because just in
Oh,
case
so
they
funny.
get
So
Bill.
all right. So I'm just gonna say Bill Gerber being part of the Secret Santa exchange is very much like, winning the golden ticket for
Yes.
Willy Wonka. And I'll just leave it there. So
Yeah.
Baller
He goes a
Bill.
little overboard, let's just say. He does not obey by the rules.
Love it.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Yeah,
So
I don't have a favorite gift, but I will say if it was Bengals, I would be happy. But actually, one of our staff members, when he signed up, he made the joke and he said, as long as if I draw him, he doesn't want any Bengal stuff. And he'll be really mad. And I was like, don't worry, I wouldn't do that to you. But I
yeah.
definitely am not buying you Steelers stuff.
Right. So yeah, I mean, I think best gift I've ever gotten in a Secret Santa, probably just I don't know, something where they took the time to I don't know, it's the best whenever the person like really knows you and you'll have like an inside joke or something and I don't know, then you figure out who it is. But I think that's always cool when that happens. But yeah, I mean anything where like they actually took the time to like look at like what your interests were on whatever you filled out. I think that's cool. And I don't even think like anyone's really picky at the gift that they received. I think it's, just great to, get something and, have that recognition. So
That's what I
um
love about Elfster is I don't like getting gifts anyways, but I'm so picky that like I want something off of my list if I want something. I don't want someone to
yeah,
think through it. So,
yeah.
and me too. Like I used to love doing oh my gosh, this is gonna be so cool. Let me think of what I can do for him. But now when I have kids and things, I'm like, just tell me what you want. Tell me what you want. I want to get you exactly what you want, your hopes and dreams and desires.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm in line with Kevin. Like I love going through the surveys that people fill out. And even if they're like not my Secret
Yeah,
Santa, I just love getting to know what people are interested in
it's fun.
and what their likes are and things like that. I mean, we break it down to like, home furnishings and colors of what you like to decorate with and stuff like that, right? So
And
I'm
dislikes too.
and
Like, or
dislikes,
what I could
exactly.
never have too many of. Most of those are
Yes.
socks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just it's super cool. So I love to pick off of that and, find gifts that I think that somebody would like. But this is what it is. It's different strokes for different folks,
Yeah,
right? So
that's the great thing
Yeah.
about it is you can do
yeah.
one or the other and
Yep.
make it work for you and the person.
Yep.
Love it. Yeah, that's about everything with this episode. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up episode 6 here of the Beyond the Books podcast brought to you by accountingdepartment.com. Thank you so much, Lisa and Sarah, for joining me today. It's been a lot of fun talking about Secret Santa and what ADC does, how we're different, how awesome Elfster is, all those things. And I'm Kevin Dry, and I'll ADC you later.
Hi.
Thanks.